This week, probably one of the most baffling, boneheaded, and a little scary things has happened. So, our man-child president, strange man, decided for some reason that he wanted to put his stamp on the reflecting pool. It's this long row of water that goes from the Washington Memorial to the Lincoln Memorial. It's like, it's been here for freaking ever. And he wanted to paint the bottom of it. Quote,
and like, it did need repairs.
Yeah.
It did need work. And like the last few presidents have just kind of punted because it's not really the most important thing.
Right. So he decided he wanted to paint it American flag blue. And that's where the trouble began.
So it could look like your community swimming pool.
The first problem happened when they drained it and they hired a pool cleaner or pool man, like a guy.
Have you seen the picture of the guy?
Yeah.
Because he literally looks like, who used to be the guy with the Undertaker in the WWE?
Yes, that guy.
He looks like that guy.
He looks exactly like him. It's scary.
Now it looks like the community pool that kids have peed in a bunch.
Yeah, because the guy, he was actually, did you know he was a convicted of bribing a congressman and testified against him?
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Yep. And he was hired, he's a pool guy, for some reason, was hired to do the reflecting pool.
Because it's called a reflecting pool, duh.
And they f***ed it up. They f***ed it up. For one, they picked a color that caused the water to get much warmer. And you know what likes warmth? Algae. And then they didn't properly treat the concrete before they spread the epoxy layer over it, which is how you reseal it. So they hacked that.
Tutsi-frutsi.
And now pieces of that epoxy layer are peeling up.
Have you seen a picture of it today? Like the whole center doesn't have the paint anymore.
Well,
there's like a weird jagged stripe through the center.
Well, apparently, Tara, that's because some unknown vandal who was never caught on video or seen or witnessed by anyone hopped in with a knife of some kind, which this was after Trump said a knife couldn't hurt it, but hopped in with a knife and cut the layer off of the concrete.
Because who has nothing better to do than that?
Tara, right now, the National Guard are out around the reflecting pool to keep people from touching the reflecting pool.
And they've been pouring hundreds of gallons of hydrogen peroxide in it.
And killing the ducks.
And the ducks are dying.
The ducks are dying.
And then they decided, you know what, we have to drain the whole thing. So they started draining it into the Potomac with the algae and the hydrogen peroxide. I'm sure that's going to be fine.
That's fine.
And then today, they were trying to drain it, but there's a massive thunderstorm system on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So, like, literally it's refilling as they drain it. So I just want you all to know, I said this on Blue Sky, whatever deity you might believe in, they don't like them either.
And now they're actually arresting people on charges of vandalism.
Just for like looking at it funny.
Federal freaking charges. Because this is where we are right now. Because
we took looking at the reflecting pool funny as seriously as we did, say, disabling the panic button in a congresswoman's office.
Now all of this is because one dude cannot do anything. Have you seen old reports about how Trump Tower used to look? Still kind of does. Like there was trash all over the place. It's garbage. Everything he touches turns to shit. It's
this man
amazing.
bankrupted 2 casinos. Dos casinos.
He doesn't know how to fucking do anything. Anyway.
And then on Father's Day, he posted a photo of some random woman and said, like, honored to be your father.
Or, yeah, some daughter or something. What
and it was neither Ivanka nor Tiffany.
I don't think he remembers Tiffany.
The man's brain is tapioca.
Yeah. Well, that's a stupid going on that actually is terrifying in the real world. There's more stupid going on as well, so we should get to that. Each week, Catherine, the Radio Dead Area audience, go out in the worldwide interwebs, find all sorts of horrible stuff, bring back here for the segment we like to call What the Fuck is Wrong with You? I'm Nash, she's Tara. This is the news, and we're just going to cover this briefly because this is a continuing series in how the fuck did this happen again? Because it fucking happened again. Two arrested after detective find drugs in bag labeled definitely not a bag of drugs.
You can't search there. It says it's not drugs, bro.
How many times is this now? It's got to be at least 5, right?
I think so.
And this is just
that chick has not a single fuck. Her field of fucks is barren.
This is just like the ones they report on. How many do we know of that there's happened and we just haven't gotten a news report about it?
I wonder if the people who designed that bag understood the ripple effect they were creating.
Every single
like in some Ashton Kutcher butterfly effect way. I wonder if they think about that now and are like, how many lives have we ruined, man?
It's everyone who gets this and does this thinks this is the smartest thing they've ever done.
Because listen, we're on the fucking internet. And everybody on the internet thinks that as soon as you say, I don't like it when people do X, that the funniest shit they can do is do X ironically.
And it's never funny.
Oh. Same basic concept.
We also have another one that this is mostly for you and me and a couple other members of our audience. We're not going to go into this very long, but boy, does this doesn't bring back memories at all. Troopers arrest LARPer who was running late for competition in northern Arizona. June 11th, troopers stopped a driver clock going 106 in a 65 mile per hour zone in Flagstaff. Driver told troopers she was running late for a LARPing tournament in Colorado.
Babe. It's fake. They can't really execute you.
It's even funnier. She was saying she was late in Arizona.
Right.
For a tournament in Colorado.
Girl, you're not going to make it.
You're not going to. Like, that's not how the space-time
unless it's like works. Right over the state line.
I think you have misunderstood relativity, but yeah, I'm not saying that I ever did any sort of speeding on the way to various conventions.
I never like sped, but I definitely went out in weather that I should not have gone out in to get to LARP.
Yeah.
And like my
snow and shit.
Yeah, and my chapter was 2 hours from my house. So I drove 2 hours in blizzards when I shouldn't have, just to pretend to be a vampire for a few hours. And that was dumb and not worth it.
Well, speaking of dumb and not worth it, let's go into the actual stories for this week. This is one of those that I don't fucking understand what happened. I'm trying. I've reread this article a couple of times, trying to like piece this. It's like a jigsaw puzzle with some shit missing. And you're like, what the? This one comes from Thailand. row over $1,000 condo rent. Man drives SUV into Thai University pool to spite mom. Okay.
Is that all the same headline?
Yeah, that's all the same headline. So I'm trying to figure out what happened. Maybe you at home can play along and figure out.
I can tell you that's what they hoped the reflecting pool would look like.
A dispute over a $1,000 monthly condominium rent split ended when a 29-year-old man drove his car into a swimming pool at one of Thailand's most prestigious universities, turning a private family row into a public spectacle. Thai police said the man was injured after his white Toyota Harrier crashed into a pool outside the Sasapol building. He managed to swim out of the crossover sport utility vehicle, climb out of the pool before rescue workers arrived. No one else was injured. Media outlets in Thailand reported the man had been arguing with his mother over condo rent. Okay. He wanted her to foot the bill worth about $1,000 a month, but she refused. What happened next remains under investigation. The man drove onto the university campus. Security tried to stop him. Instead of stopping, he sped up and then drove through a barrier and straight into the pool. Police said they were examining the circumstances. The man commented on how a simple argument over $1,000 monthly rent had, many commented, SUV is beyond repair. So well,
you showed her.
I don't understand what it's not. Is it her? It's not her car. It's your car.
Did you ever, when you were a little kid, get super duper mad at your parents over something completely irrational because you were a child and you had no ability to manage your emotions?
Yeah.
So you did something so stupid, like you decided to hold your breath.
Right.
Or like, I'm not going to eat or whatever. That was not going to solve the problem in any way. But you didn't understand that because your brain was this big. He's 29.
29!
I stopped doing that shit when I was 4.
I don't know how we get from mom won't contribute to the rent to I'm going to drive my fucking SUV into a pool. There is a big chunk. It's like 3 or 4 episodes out of the season was missing, and they're not even doing the recaps.
Yeah.
You ever
but
do
I
that?
feel like you could fill them in just by thinking men will do anything but get therapy.
Have you ever fallen asleep watching a show on streaming?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then wake up a few hours later and like, wait, what the fuck happened? I don't understand.
The worst is I fall asleep a lot watching movies on streaming. And a lot of the streaming services will just pick another movie to fire up. And not even logical ones. Like, I rewatched all the Hunger Games movies recently. And you would think, like, if I fall asleep watching Catching Fire, you would fire up Mockingjay, right?
Right.
No. It fired up some weird-ass, scary movie-type parody of the Hunger Games. One time, I don't even remember what I was watching. I think I was watching Project Hail Mary. It fired up Hereditary. Very jarring to wake up. Fall asleep with adorable rock alien. Wake up, satanic cult.
Well, I mean, that story took a turn. What can I say?
Yeah.
We're going to Brazil for the next one.
It was called The Starving Games, yes, and it's terrible. And now it's in my fucking recommendations.
We're going to Rio for this. Sometimes the hackers actually do something I would consider worthwhile. And if you're going to prank people, this is a good one. Hackers send fake alien invasion alerts to millions of Brazilians. Hackers breached Brazil's national emergency alert system overnight, between June 19th and 20th, sending fake notifications to residents across at least 7 cities with some alerts warning of an imminent alien attack.
They were the world's people?
The unauthorized messages triggered the official extreme alert sound on mobile phones nationwide, causing widespread confusion before the system was taken offline at 1:30 a.m. on Saturday. So you know that system that makes your phone go off like crazy.
Yeah. And you can't shut it off.
Which, okay, on the one hand, I kind of understand it, but on the other hand, I have one of these go off at like 2 a.m. and I'm like, what the fuck? And I look at my phone, it's like, we have completed fixing the power outage.
No, here in Denver, they use it for like an appalling number of children in Colorado go missing, by the way, because my phone goes off once a week with an Amber Alert, and that's upsetting. But the problem with it here is they tend to set it off in the wrong areas a lot. So, like, you're in Arvada, and there's a fire in Littleton, and you get the emergency alert, even though you're 40 minutes away.
Residents in Belo Horizonte received a message reading, "Protect yourselves. Alien attack, people. We have arrived." There's a screenshot of it. In Rio, the alert was less dramatic.
That's a bad Photoshop.
Yeah. The alert was less dramatic, but equally baffling. Arriving with spelling errors and reading misanthropo address RJ Burroughs DMs. I don't know what that means.
Well, misanthropo seems to be misanthropy.
Yeah, many of the fraudulent messages contain the word misanthropy and aversion or hatred of humanity with no connection to the actual public safety threat.
Doesn't burrow mean donkey?
Yeah, I don't.
Misanthropic donkey?
I don't understand what happened here.
Yeah.
I just gotta say, if you're gonna fuck with things, this is the least harmful way you could. Unless there's some very dim motherfucker who went.
And you picked a great time because honestly, 10 years ago, everyone would have been like, War of Worlds, really? Her. But now they're declassifying a bunch of shit to try and distract from all the other shit. So now people are like, well, Spielberg's out there being like, no, aliens have been here forever. I met them.
Yeah, I think he needs a nap at this point.
I heard the new movie's not great.
It's like, imagine you're 10 and it's like, the 21st century and they want you to sit through Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That doesn't really, it's not, it's one of those movies where it's like, are there fucking aliens? What's going on? I don't know. Okay. Get to the fucking light show. Anyway. Speaking of getting to the light show, this is from, let's see, Bremerton, Kitsap County. God, they really don't want to tell you where the shit comes from, do they?
Where? Kitson County.
It's from the North Way. Yeah, Kitsap. I think this is in Oregon, Washington State, that area. And
wasn't there a Kitsap domain in the club?
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably
but
Oregon,
where was
Washington. I don't know anymore. Over there.
Oh, we're really dumb people.
Teen believed to be on mushroom crashes through closed garage door, flees, returns to the scene. 19-year-old driver is facing multiple potential charges after reportedly crashing a car through a closed garage door in unincorporated Bremerton, then fleeing the scene before returning minutes later. Already said an eyewitness captured the dramatic moment on video as the vehicle burst through the garage and hit a parked car in an apartment complex. Deputies believe the teen was under the influence of hallucinogenic mushrooms when he drove from inside the closed garage. After the collision, the driver sped away, but McCarty said he returned to the scene within minutes, where deputies took him into custody. So, yeah, this is part of why acid might be one of those. Sometimes acid's one of those. That's when you need somebody to spot you on.
That's what I've heard.
Right? Like, because You need somebody, you need a designated, like, sober person if you're going to be doing, because mushrooms is like, the world has gone bonkers. And we'll go with it.
Do we think he forgot that he was running from the cops?
Possibly.
Because, like, Peggy will get really mad at me about a thing, and, like, she avoids me. And Peggy's the cat that has to make sure you see her ignoring you, right? Like she has to, like, follow you around the house to make sure you know she's ignoring you. But then if you give it, like, 15 minutes, Peggy will forget that she's being mad at you and come over for pets because she's got an Etch-a-Sketch brain.
But she's a cat, not a 19-year-old. Also, that's got to be one of those moments when you're out on the street and all of a sudden a car just like A-teams its fucking way out of a fucking garage door and into somebody's parked car.
We have the shared alleys where I live, and I gotta be honest, I worry about that shit every time that I'm either pulling in or out of my garage, because, like, there's like around corners and you can't see what someone else is doing.
Like, if I had pull, I would try to, like, get on this show for an interview, an insurance agent, because I just want to hear the weirdest shit they've had to try to contend with. Because guy on mushrooms bursts through a garage door and smashes into my car. How the fuck do you even start writing that shit up?
I mean, statistically speaking, somebody who works in the insurance industry probably watches the show.
Yeah.
Probably not like J.K. Simmons.
Although that would be a hell of a thing.
He's only a pretend insurance agent anyway.
Yeah. Next one, this is from California, and there's some people just get a little too aggro and a little too up their own ass and think they can pretty much get away with anything. And then they find out, no, I wish this happened more often these days. Drunk driver does donuts in front of California Highway Patrol office to impress date. Gets arrested instead. Look at what he did to the fucking road.
Also, like, has a car donut ever impressed a chick?
Right. Because it's not like you're doing like the fucking Dukes of Hazzard. You're driving real fast in a circle.
Literally at one point, I was in a car with a dude and he was like, do you like the smell of burning rubber? And I said, no, it makes me sick. And then he did a bunch of donuts. And I was like, now I'm going to throw up in your car. Joke's on you, motherfucker.
A driver in South Los Angeles recently managed to combine several of these bad ideas into a single outing. Drinking before getting behind the wheel, deciding to show off for a passenger by spitting donuts in a public parking area, and choosing to do this directly in front of the California Highway Patrol office. As far as self-inflicted disasters go, this one deserves some kind of recognition. It's getting it. California Highway Patrol South LA Sergeant was at his desk when something cut through the ambient noise in the building, the unmistakable sound of an engine being pushed too hard and tires losing grip. Pulled up the office surveillance feed and found exactly what those sounds promised. A Mercedes sedan was laying down smoke right outside the station. Brother, you're in a Mercedes sedan trying to impress a woman,
buddy,
by doing donuts.
But can we also talk about the fact that the cop didn't look out the window? He checked the camera?
Yeah. Oh, maybe the camera was really far away from his desk, Tara. I mean, maybe the window was maybe. Like, yeah.
But there was a donut involved.
Oh. Of all the fucking places to start trying to show, to feel yourself in front of the cops, it's not a good one.
Yeah. But you're also thinking you're impressing a girl by doing donuts. And so you're obviously not starting from a great spot.
Mercedes sedan is the part that's killing me here. Like, man, if you're going to try that shit, you got to upgrade your ride before you even attempt it. Okay. Mercedes
Who's fucking
sedan.
doing donuts anymore at all?
Man, people got more money than sense because I just had to replace. I just had to do my tires, and it was like I spent as little as fucking possible, and even still, I looked at the receipt and I'm like, "Owie!"
I just got my oil changed, and they say I probably will need new tires next year, and I'm like, oh, okay. Those
It's
don't
one of
last
those.
forever, huh?
Yeah, it's one of those you don't want to have to take care of, but on the other hand, when one of them fucking explodes,
Yeah.
it kind of gives you perspective on the other three.
And like, I'm trying to take good care of this car. I never put brand new tires on the Honda Fit, and I drove that motherfucker for 10 years. And one of the tires did explode, and that's probably why. This car I'm trying to take better care of because I like it a lot more. So I will probably actually put the new tires on it when they recommend it.
Oh, moving on to more stuff from like way back. Do you remember Monkey Jesus? Long ago and far away, when a woman in a little town.
The painting, yes.
The painting, the Monkey Jesus painting. A woman took it upon herself to touch up a historic religious painting, and the results left something to be desired.
Like a neck.
Tara, it was a fucking sequel. Religious statues covered up after botched restoration slammed by locals. Do you want to see this shit? Look at fucking Mary. I think that's fucking Mary. She looked really surprised.
I don't think you're supposed to call her fucking, like, by definition, she was not fucking Mary. Actually.
Religious statues have been covered up after a disastrous amateur restoration left them looking like heavily made-up cartoon characters. Spruce Job left Jesus and other figures with aggressively arched eyebrows, thick eyelashes, and bright red lips. Sculptures.
Jesus looks like Buffalo Bill from that scene in Silence of the Lambs. He looks like he's about to start singing Goodbye Horses.
Parish commissioned maintenance work, but the chosen painter's heavy-handed approach shocked the community and went viral. Religious statues at the Cavalry Monument in Praco de Cruzeiro Public Square in Brazil have been stripped of the new paint and covered up.
Brazil's having a rough week, bro.
Having a rough week. Look at this. I love how it just surprised Mary.
They turned the Virgin Mary into a Simpsons character.
This is one of those. Everybody's always like, how do you not understand that AI looks like shit? How do you not understand these images look terrible? How can someone not get that? And then you see somebody paint some shit like this, and they're like, oh, you don't have taste. That's the problem. You have no aesthetic guidance in your little brain head.
They make smaller paintbrushes.
Like, did he get like one of those big thick tip Sharpies or some shit?
No, it's very, like, you can tell it was done with a paintbrush. And like, I did one of these cat sculptures for my cat shelter this year, and I had to do like little eyelashes, and it's not super easy, especially to get them symmetrical. Like, it does take some doing, but oh my God.
Reality Breaker says, no, Virgin Mary looks like something you would find in the back rooms.
Like, why are her eyes pointing different directions also? And why does what happened to half of one eyebrow? Like, I don't think they had waxing in the Bible, so where did one half of an eyebrow go?
I don't know. Oh my God! Doctor Who Weeping Angels look more terrifying. Could you imagine somebody going in and trying to paint over one of those fucking things?
And also, like, I feel like these are the kind of statues that are supposed to just be all white anyway.
Yeah, you don't need
Why did we color them in at all?
I don't know.
My church did that with some of the statues when I was a kid, and it weirded me the fuck out. We had, because I was raised Catholic, and you don't, when you're Catholic, you don't bother God. God doesn't have time for your shit. That's why there's a patron saint of literally everything, because you pray to that saint and ask that saint to pray to God for you. Because God don't talk to the worker bees.
Right.
He's too busy for you.
You ring up the call center and
you call your congressman.
Right.
Yeah. So, Catholic churches have icons of saints everywhere. And we had all these white statues of the saints and one of the Virgin Mary, and they had them painted. And the person who painted them did a beautiful job, actually. Like, Mary had fantastic looking blush, like, not like this. But still, even when it was beautifully done, it was weird.
This is weirder.
Yeah.
Well, we got one last story this week. This is from Shaver Lake, California. And I know, Grady, this one, if you're a little squeamish, you might want to back off on this one.
Uh-oh.
Look, if something of mine ever fell into a public toilet,
it's gone.
It's gone. I'm like, okay, well, I'll get a new one. That's just the way it goes. This is what happens when you go with the opposite of that impulse. Man falls into vault toilet at California campsite while trying to rescue sunglasses.
Sunglasses?
Man trying to retrieve his sunglasses from a campsite vault toilet had to be rescued after he fell in. First responders were called to Camp Edison in the foothills of Sierra Nevada mountains. First responders arrived to find a man who had fallen into the waterless, non-flushing toilet. While trying to grab the sunglasses, he dropped inside it. Sergeant Chris Tullis with the Sheriff's County office said the man in the toilet for 10 to 15 minutes before they were able to get him out. They advised the subject had fallen into the chemical storage tank. Didn't receive any serious injuries, was able to walk away from the incident after being hosed down by California Fire. Yeah, he's going to need a little bit more than the hosing down, though, I think.
I don't know. If it was a fire hose, it might have taken off a few layers of skin. He might be okay. Listen, if they were like Maui Jims, which are like literally $500 sunglasses for reasons I don't understand, and I say that being someone who used to sell them, even then, oh fucking well, man.
It could be literally just actual $500 fall into the toilet.
Like, unless it's your child. If it was one of my cats, fine. I'm rescuing the cat, obviously.
Yeah, but then I'd get some help.
But like, that's
wouldn't just
level.
Be like,
it's got to be whatever fell in there's got to be fucking sentient.
Yeah, but I wouldn't just like reach over and just be like, I can almost like fucking Indiana Jones with the fucking with
the Holy Grail.
Be like, I can almost reach into Indiana, let it go.
I don't care if it's the fucking heart of the ocean. It's the heart of the toilet now. Let it go. You're never going to get all the poop out of all those facets anyway.
Like, you just go, you know what? You could go down the road to a fucking toy store or something and get one of them little grabby arm things and then come back.
At that point, you could go down the road to the 7-Eleven and get new sunglasses.
Seriously. You know what? It might have been the fucking perv glasses. That might, yeah.
Oh.
Might have been the perv glasses. They don't say so here, but I could see someone doing that shit.
But yeah, someone in the chat makes a good point. If you rescued them from the unflushable toilet,
right?
Were you going to put them back on your face?
Right.
Like, do you want to invent super conjunctivitis?
I wouldn't even wear those again, even after they had been like boiled. You put them into an autoclave or some shit. I still would not wear that. Those are poop glasses.
Yeah.
And
you can get new sunglasses. You only get the one set of eyes.
15
minutes.
And if
they rot out of your head, that's it.
15 minutes inside of a chemical toilet, that's some shit they do to you in hell. Okay? That's like part of the routine. They get up, you go in the chemical toilet for 15 minutes.
Then you go stand in line.
That's how you start your day. Right. It's how you start your fucking day. That's the
shit. You stand in line to get into the chemical
toilet. Yeah, that's right. Fucking hell, man.
We should run hell. We'd be good at it.
Why would anyone want to do this? So what we've learned this week is if something falls into the toilet, let it go, because man, it's gone. Jesus. You'd almost want it to fall in lava instead.
Like, if it was at least a flushable toilet that had flushed, you could make a case.
You could.
You could make a case.
Not the chemical toilet.
The non-flushable chemical toilet? No.
We have learned that if you are given the task of restoring something, maybe make sure you have the skills necessary and not
try to know how to do that.
Yeah, not just an abundance of overconfidence and pluck, okay?
Yeah.
We have learned that drunk driving donuts in front of the cop stop in a Mercedes sedan is not getting you laid, bro.
How do you think his date got home?
Oh, mad, probably. In an Uber and mad.
Yeah, because I don't think the cops are allowed to drive you home.
No.
I had a cop illegally drive me home once, and she told me, like, I'm not supposed to do this. But she felt bad for me because the guy had T-boned my car. But they're not supposed to drive you home.
No, she ain't calling you back, bro. That one's gone bad. That's that's over. We have learned that you need a babysitter when your ass is on mushrooms. I ain't going to tell you not to do them. I am going to tell you get somebody to watch your ass.
It's a buddy system drug.
Yeah. We have learned that it is a little disconcertingly easy to get into the Brazilian emergency alert system. And also, man, if it were me, I'm just thinking about the horrible shit I could put on there. And I'm like, I should not have this power. I should not have this fucking power.
That would stress me out, though.
Like, someone...
Because I don't know... what's the plan for that scenario?
For aliens?
Yeah.
The plan is, I
guess. Because they're either nice or they're not. And if they're not,
I mean,
what am I going to do about it?
You might as well ask what the plan is for dragons or genies.
Well, if it's dragons, I'm definitely trying to befriend them and become a loyal pet.
And lastly, this week, we've learned that if your mom won't pay the rent, driving your SUV into a pool is not going to help the situation. I don't know why we even... That's one of the stupidest things I've ever had to say out loud.